Yo. Yo. When Bravo said that these last 5 minutes of reunion part 3 of Vanderpump Rules was going to be explosive, I was like, okay. Because they ain't never hyped nothing up like this. And when this footage of Raquel doing her last confessional 6 days after the reunion wrapped, and her basically confessing all of her sins, because I hate lying. Like it just literally hurts so bad. Like I'm literally in pain. I just don't like lying. This is not who I am. My mouth literally was like, the whole time, like, I felt like I was literally watching a psychological thriller, because, like, they are literally the Joker and Harley Quinn, her and Sandoval. It is so many screws missing up in their brains. Like, I always knew Rachel was a little touched by an angel. But, like, no, it's like seriously something wrong with her. I think she has like a personality disorder. Like I think she might have like multiple personalities or something, because she's detached from emotions. And then it's like she goes from girly, I don't know how to use my words, to crying, to laughing, to stone faced. And she talks about this situation as if she was an outsider looking in. It's like she was having like an out-of-body experience almost, and don't realize like, you did this, girl. Like this ain't something that you were watching on TV. This is your life. And Sandoval is just a manipulating, sociopath, psychotic, narcissistic, egotistical wannabe who is living out this literal like rock star lifestyle, and he don't care whether he has negative attention or positive. He just likes attention. And this is what I said last week. He's loving every second of his name being in the news. He's loving it. He don't care that the world hates him. He loves it. He's getting off on this. Literally. But it was, she admitted, now when they was at the reunion, they said that they had only had sex one time leading up to the Mexico trip. And then they both lied on the stage and said that they did not have sex in Mexico. Well, Sandoval lied. She just sat there. But he said they did not have sex in Mexico. He said that they did not have sex in him and Ariana's house. They said that she did not go to St. Louis to see his parents. And Raquel told it all. She said that during Sheena's wedding, she heard him out in the hallway drunk as a skunk and was like, come in my room or whatever, because, you know, I guess the housekeeping or something was seeing him being, you know, drunk or whatever. And she said they had sex that night and they continued to have sex during the Mexico trip. So they were sneaking off doing it. Now, mind you, I was listening to, I think it might be Reality Podcast. It was one of these podcasts that I listened to, and it was these two guys that I think helped with Sheena's wedding in some type of capacity. I think it was with her dress or something like that. And they said months ago, when all of this came out, that they accidentally ran into Raquel and Tom kissing. They didn't see them, but they saw Tom and Raquel kissing. Child. So oh my God. Then she admitted that they in fact had slept with each other in his and Ariana's house. And it was while she was away at her grandmother's funeral that y'all bumping and grinding, running and frolicking around the house, playing house, while his real girlfriend, his main chick, is out of town grieving her grandmother. First of all, Ariana, I'm gonna need to give you 2 punches to the dome, because the fact that he didn't even go to your grandmother's funeral should have let you know that some things was real strange. The fact that he didn't care enough to go with you, that should have had you on pause and looking like, excuse you, what? But meanwhile, this man was literally boning his woman's best friend in their bed, in their home for a few days while she's gone. Y'all trifling. Like, that's just on a whole nother level of disrespect and disregard, yo. Oh, and then they told it was a mistake. It was a mistake. No, baby, that was not no mistake. Y'all didn't give a damn. Did not care. And it was shocking to me that there's people out there saying Ariana was being a mean girl. Excuse you? She got every right to cuss these people out for the rest of her days if she wants to, with how they done played in her face. Like, this goes beyond my best friend had sex with my man. Like, you basically want me dead, pretty much. Just say that. You hate me. Because the lengths that they went to, that's on a whole nother level, bro. Then, this is, out of all of that, this is what really got me, bro. Is when this cuckoo bird said that she even suggested to Sandoval that they become a throuple. Add her into the mix because she loves Ariana so much as a friend and she's in love with him. Why not all of us just be together? And he was like, no, we're not doing that. Who's there? Like, girl, what is going on? Like, she literally, ooh. Rachel is the type of broad you gotta sleep with the door locked, the dresser up to that door, have a machete by you, a pow by you, baby, some mace, a hammer, cause she's, so what you thought y'all was gonna admit to being together and then be like, well, yeah, friend, I'm having sex with your man, but don't worry about that because I want all of us to be together. What? Oh, God. The other jaw-dropping moment for me is when Ariana said, no, Andy asked Sandoval, has he slept with anybody else since he's been sleeping with Rachel? He says no. Ariana says, you want to know who he has been, who he did sleep with after he slept with her? Me. This bastard said, yeah, and she kept her t-shirt on the whole time. Wasn't that sexy? Ariana, that was a time for you to run across that stage. That was the point when you should have ran across that stage on him and hit him across the head with a chair. Because explain to me how you gonna say something like that to her when you the one did her wrong. But yet and still you being nasty to her. And then you know that the girl got body image issues and you say something like that. Like, he is another level of just trifling. And then when we find out that, like I said, Rachel did come here to St. Louis with him this past Christmas They lied about it on stage. She tried to lie about it in her last confessional, but the producer's so good and noticed she's so dense, he just baiting her into giving him the tea. He was like, I mean, you've already told everything else. Why not just say something else? Just give one more detail. Why not? And she was like, yeah, but he didn't want us to say that because of how bad it would look. And he just wanted me to lie. And now I see why Tom is the way that he is, because his mama and them ain't shit. His mammy ain't nothing. And I hope she don't get her money back, because you ain't either. You trifling as hell too. I wish Kyrese would be in a relationship with somebody for 10 years. For 10 years. And then got the nerve to bring another heifer home with him and introduce me to her. And I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm cussing everybody out. And the fact that the mama was cool with it, I don't care if you like Ariana or not saying that she didn't, but Ariana did say in the interview that she has not heard from his family. They have not called her. They have not checked in on her, which says a lot. Either they just too ashamed or they never really liked her in the first place. But regardless, y'all ain't shit neither. Y'all ain't about nothing. Ain't about nothing. I'm going to find out where she stay. I wouldn't be surprised she live in my neighborhood. I'm going to find out where Miss Sandoval live, okay? Y'all trifling. Y'all are, whoa. Then Tom dressing up as Raquel for Halloween. First of all, that's just weird in the first place. Like, he's just a weirdo. He gives me, he's from St. Louis. St. Louis is a big little city. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the days, St. Louis was the gateway to the West or the East or whatever it was. Everybody came to St. Louis. It was one of the big cities back in the day. St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? And New York, those were the big places to be. And, as time went on, we became more of a smaller town, a more family-oriented city. You know what I'm saying? And Tom gives me very much the white boy that grew up in the suburbs, played baseball, went to Cardinals games. You know what I'm saying? Had dreams of being a celebrity and a star. He moved away to California to, make his way, became a model, got on this reality show, and this was his moment to shine. And I think that he's got caught up in that LA life. Like I said, word on the curb, he liked that booger sugar. And that was one of the things that him and Raquel was doing with each other. And I think that he is really turned into this evil villain character, where he thinks that he's an A-list rock star. And doesn't realize that, bro, this is real life. And I really do think that he's on drugs. I really honestly do. Allegedly. I think that because he's crazy. And so is she. She admitted that the necklaces were, in fact, matching necklaces. Even Schwartz now, just recently, let me pull it up, did an interview on Jax and Brittany's podcast, and he said that he's taking a break from Tom because even he realizes now that this is just team too much, and it has gone too far, and this dude is crazy, and he don't care about nothing, pretty much nothing. Hold up, let me find it. Okay, here it is.
He made a big mess, and he left it for us to clean up back at the businesses, and and it's hard for me not to be resentful of him. Yeah. I'm taking a break from Tom right now.
So what this was saying while it was going, my bad, I was drinking some water. It was saying on the article, this is from page 6, Tom Schwartz is reevaluating his friendship with Tom Sandoval despite standing by his side amid backlash over his bombshell affair with Raquel Leviss. On an episode of When Reality Hits with Jackson Brittany, the Vanderpump Rules star revealed he hasn't spoken to his business partner and BFF in a long time.
The optics of it, just not even from my point of view, but people see that he's up there and he's, singing his heart out. He's got his shirt off. It just looks like he has no contrition, or it looks like he just doesn't give a fuck and he's living out his rock star dreams, and good for him. But it just, man, I think that's one thing I've gleaned from all people in the restaurant. They just don't understand the lack of remorse. I know he fucking regrets it, but he doesn't do a good job of showing that, and he just he's got to. I'll say it again. He's got to drop the ego, man. Hard humility, and stop. I want to say this again for emphasis, man. When you have a full fucking blown affair, your side of the story ceases to exist. Based on the information that Tom Sandoval had given me about his relationship, he's one of my closest friends, and I bought what he was selling with the little bandwidth and attention span I had to give to this whole situation. I believed him, and like I said before, and from what Ariana's saying, it's all bullshit. He sold me a shit bill of goods, and I don't know. Maybe that's one of my biggest regrets. Is maybe I wish I would have done more due diligence. I don't know if maybe I should have gave him an ultimatum, or
Well, at least he trying to wake up, but I still don't see it for you neither, Schwartz. You on my list too as well, because you ain't no better. You ain't no better at all. And what's even more sad is that a sliver, just a little sliver of me feels a little bit bad for Rachel, because he's literally played upon her being isolated and having no friends by manipulating her and coercing her to lie for him to make himself look better in the media by withholding information. And she even said in her confessional she didn't want to go against him because then she'll really not have anybody. Wow. But you made the bed, now you got to lie in it, sis. Child, I don't even know where this show goes when it comes to season 11. I don't even know. I'm speechless. I done seen some wild stuff in my day, heard some wild stories, but this is beyond nuts. There's only a few reality stars that when I call them crazy, and I mean it, and it's Raquel, it's Tom Sandoval, and Martell Hope. 100%. And Marlo. They're literally nut bags. But them two, they gonna end up on Unsolved Mysteries, The First 48. They crazy. They are nuts. And I'm scared personally. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about Reunion Part 3. Child, I didn't even need to see the rest of it. That last 5 minutes was all I needed to see, child. It was good, though, to see Ariana cuss Raquel out because she needed. But that stone-faced heifer, ooh. She gonna haunt my nightmares, child. Let's talk down below. I give her this whole entire reunion, I give it an A. This is by far one of the best reunions in Bravo history. I will say that. Most definitely. Y'all make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.